Visit TCGCastle.com and get 5% discount on your purchase with TCG Center 5 code. Check video description or visit TCG Castle for more.
Looking to grade your Pokemon cards and you don't know how to do it? Check out Ludkins Collectables and grade your Pokemon cards with zero risk. Check video description or visit LudkinsCollectables.com for more.
Hey, how's it going YouTube? Welcome back to Pokemon TCG Center. In this video, we'll be looking at Xerneas break deck featuring Garbodor and Garbodor for the standard format. So, really interesting non-EX attacking deck or non-GX attacking deck that can potentially trade price for 2 price cards. Overall, this deck will suffer once it starts to lose energies. This is the biggest problem basically for this deck. Overall, it's good, it works pretty decent, and it's also consistent. So in this build, I'm running 4 copies of Xerneas with the Geomancy, and of course, with the Geomancy, we can choose 2 benched Pokemons, and for each of them, search deck for Fair Energy attached to that Pokemon. Then, of course, 3 Xerneas breaks. So with the live stream, this attack will do 20 damage for each energy attached to all our Pokemons in play. Double Colors Energy in this case will also provide 2 instead of the 1. 2 copies of Tapu Lily are here mainly for setup, and 2 of each Trubbish and Garbodor with the Garbotoxin to stop our opponent abilities. Very important. Some other cards that we're going to find in this deck list, of course, are going to be 2 Evo Sodas, just because with the Ultra Ball and Bridget we can set up, and then later with Evo Soda we can simply search deck for either way a Xerneas Break or Garbodor and put it in play. Only 1 copy of Field Blower and 4 copies of Max Elixir. Max Elixir is also a very good card for this deck because with the Max Elixir we can look at the top 6 cards of the deck, and basically if we can find energy we can attach it to one of our Pokemon. Technically, if we start first at the turn 1, actually second at the turn 1, turn 2 we can have, if let's say we hit 2 Max Elixirs and the 2 manual energy attached with the Geomancy, we can have up to 6 energies, which means we can go for like 120 as a base, which is a lot. This deck actually needs to set up 2 or 3 turns, and then it can one-hit knockout for 2 price cards. So losing one of the Pokemons with this deck is not a big deal. 2 copies of Super Road instead of 1 of each, maybe Super Road and Rescue Stretcher, just because we really want to recycle energies. So we can also even recover in the late game by playing those Max Elixirs if we didn't find them in the early game. 4 Ultra Balls, of course, and then we are moving on to the supporter line. I'm running 1 copy of Bridget for the setup, 4 copies of Cynthia, and 2 of each N and Sycamore for the draw support additionally. Interesting card in this deck is also Professor's Kukui, who can allows us to go for 20 extra damage, and we can also draw 2 cards. So with Kukui and Choiceman, we can add 50 pretty much easily. And there are also 3 copies of Guzma in this build. In addition to those cards, I'm also running 3 of each Choice Band and Flowstone for extra damage and for retreat, but mainly that Garbotox and Garbodor to shut down our opponent abilities, and 14 energies, where 2 of those 14 energies are double cores energies and 12 are just regular fairy basic energy cards. Overall, I kind of like the deck and also deck idea. If you're looking forward maybe to buy any of these cards, you can check ccgcastle.com. Link should be provided in my video description. As well, if you're looking maybe forward to send your cards to the PSA submission, you can also check LudkinsCollectables.com. Link is also provided in my video description. So make sure to hit the thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more videos if you already didn't. And if you're new to the channel, I'm going to play 1 battle with this deck so you can actually see how it works and what's the strategy of it, just if you're new to the game. So see you in the game. Alright, so who's going to start first? Looks like I'm going to start first, so I'm going to try to set up Bridget if I can find Ultra Ball in the opening hand. Even if I can start with the Tapu. This looks very important for me to have that Flowstone and Tapu Lily for the Bridget. It's going to be very tough to see Bridget prized. I think I'm going to cry if I see Bridget prized. Anyways, there we go with the Bridget. So third one for 3 copies. It is going to be for 3 copies of Xerneas. 1, 2, 3. Actually, do I need Trubbish? A second Trubbish? I guess I don't need. I have 2 cards. Ooh! Only 1 copy. There's only 1 copy of the... Oh, I didn't even hit the Elixir. Seriously. Anyways, let's just retreat and pass. I didn't hit max Elixir. I'm running like 12 basic fairy energies in this build. Also, 2 copies of Xerneas Breaker priced. And that's unusual. And there is first Sycamore for 7 for my opponent. Ooh, 2 like a Rogue GX and Guzma. Alright, and there's a max. There's another energy attached. Already. And he's possible. Choice band as well. And it's going to be retreating 30-30. Expected to see 3 damage counters to my Trubbish. Nothing really new. And I'm just going to go with the M. Let's go right now with the Ultra Ball. Or something like this. So I can grab myself a Garbodor. I should do that before attachment, but it's okay. It's important to get rid of that floatstone just in case of the goose. Super is not worth to play, at least not in this stage of the game. Let's go with the Geomance. There we go. 7 energies. Alright, so I can count how many energies do I have in my prize card. 7. And I had 2 in the game, so that's 9. Xerneas breaks and 2 energies prized. Interesting. Really it is. And another max elixir. My opponent is playing elixirs like jokers from his hand. Anyways, there's a... Ooh, that's a very nice play. More for 7. Right now he had a Knuckle Impact for 160. And even worse, he had a Brooklet Heal for another Buzzball. I think he's just gonna go with his Knuckle Impact this turn, or maybe Absorption GX. I would prefer to go with Absorption in this case. And there's another Buzzball. And another Max Elixir, but no energy. An important turn with no energy for my opponent. Again means he played all Max Elixir and hit on. He even decided to go with Knuckle Impact. That is really interesting. I think I'm gonna need to start apply some pressure to my opponent. There's a Max Elixir and there's gonna be the energy. Alright, at least something. There's gonna be 1 Super Rod. Alright, so I'm recycling back some energies and I'm playing my Sid. And I'm fine. Maybe not, but to strike him for 130 in this case. Alright, there we go. So for the next turn, I think once I manage to draw prize cards, I'm gonna be able to find... I have 50% of chance to hit either way energy or 1 Xerneas break. Because I have 2 of each prized. And I'm drawing 2 prize cards by knocking out my opponent Buzzball. Guzma play, and it's for my Tampalele. And it's probably gonna be down to his Sudowoodo. Multi-switch play with energy. So it actually gonna be Absorption GX. Oh, he cannot use Regirock. He might do mistake because I have that Garbodor available on the bench. So he definitely needs to go. If he attempt to use Knuckle Impact, then he will just do a huge misplay. Alright, so he needs to use that absorption. I mean, why not? You really need to go with your absorption GX. You don't have another chance to do something. But after that absorption GX, I simply don't... He used the knuckle impact. Well played. Well played. That was a huge mistake. Literally. That was a very huge mistake. Probably that... but I have Garbodor on my bench. I managed to find myself a Xerneas break, which means I can start to attack with me. And in this case, I'm just gonna go with something like this. Ultra Ball for another Xerneas. If I have one more left. I do have. Alright. Let's see what do we have left with the Brooklyn Hill. Okay. Each remaining and Trubbish. So, can I hit what I need? A Xerneas break number 2. And the best possible option. So hitting for 130, next to 150, 170. Okay, so can he bring something with the Sudowoodo here? Maybe another multi-switch play and energy from hand manually to surprise me and knock out my Xerneas. That would be amazing. Again, my opponent could be on 3 prize cards if he didn't make that mistake. But again, he can simply retreat and knock out my Tapu at the bench with the Jet Punch and hitting me for 50 in the active position, which again means that I'm gonna wait another Max Elixir energy or double CORSAIR energy to knock out his Buzzwole in the turn after to just quickly respond. Since I have that Kukui available in my hand for extra 20. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 energy is 100 with Kukui 120 and Choice Band 150 and 1 extra energy 170. And that's not something that I really can use. But there's a Tapu Lele. Alright. And again, he played Tapu Lele on his back. I'm very confused here because I have Garbodor on my bench. I'm just wondering what in the world my opponent is doing. So, I simply don't know, to be honest. But anyways. Searching for the Guzma, so he can basically use Guzma down to my Xerneas. And there's a Field Blower, so he's going to get rid of my Choice Band as well as... right now he can use his abilities. There's the Rescue Stretcher, which is going to be for Lycanroc. And probably he's going to put my Garbodor in the active position. No, he just decided to recycle them back. Which is even better for me. Anyways, right now he can strike him for 60 with a Jet Punch. Which is going to be enough for the knockout. Again, Glowstone available. As well as the Max Elixir play. So let's first go with the Max Elixir and hope for the best. And best just did happen. Again, I'm going to shut down all of them. I'm going to go with that Sycamore for 7. Speaking about Sycamore for 7, there is another Xerneas, as well as the Super Rod, so I can recycle back those energy cards. They're important, and I can also play 1 copy of the Evosoda. And I simply need to attach 1 more energy and strike with my live stream my opponent for another 140. There we go. So 140. I'm very close to have more than enough resources for the one-hit knock against his Buzzwoles. Again, there is another Garbatoxin in play, which means that my opponent is not able to basically do something. Again, he will need to take 3 physical prize cards. And that's just not going to be an easy task for him. But on the other side, I even managed to pull myself a Kukui. So I'm going to go with the Evosoda for extra Garbodor in this case. I simply need more energy cards so I can have that one-hit knockout setup against he's another possible. So I'm gonna need that choice band and the energy cards and stuff like that. Do have choice band for now. I'm gonna also play, and that's gonna be another live stream. For 180, I'm gonna lose 2 energies, which means I'm gonna go down to 140. It's not gonna be enough. And my opponent is very close to take this game into his favor, but as long as I have 2 Guzmas and double CORSAIR, and if he is not gonna be able to get rid of my choice band and DCE, I'm gonna have victory in my hand. But he decided to roll down with the N. First possible combo in this case. It is. Oh, just a Flowstone energy. And and again, I need that 2 price card knockout. There's just a Cynthia play. Can I pull enough resources with the Cynthia for the victory? I think I can't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, I guess I only need that double CORSAIR energy then. Which I didn't find. That's going to be 190, actually. I miscalculated myself, so that's it. That's the GG. So yeah, he couldn't take 2 price cards anyways. He just potentially knocked one of my Garbodors being played. So Garbodor definitely makes tons of good action with that ability abuse over my opponent life. But again, trading 1 price card for 2 price cards can be potentially very hard to play and win. And yeah, that's the power of Xerneas break. Once you manage to set it up to go with the live stream, you can just potentially do 2 price knockouts and take easy victory against your opponent. So thanks guys for watching. Make sure to hit the thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more videos. Let me know in the comments below what you think about this deck. So till the next time, have a nice day and goodbye.